Hey, my name is Brent.
And I'm Nicole.
Welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples. Welcome to a brand new 3-game forecast. And I just noticed we're both beigey.
Oh, aren't we just
Wow.
sort of matching?
Sort of matching.
But not really.
This is a 3-game forecast all about nature. Which, I like nature. This sounds really bad, okay? I love creation. I love, nature and whatnot. But I'm not one to spend time outside. Lots.
Unless we're playing games on our deck.
We're playing board games on the deck.
That's not true. We like biking in the summer.
That is true, right.
It's also hard living in Canada where there's snow 9 months out of the year on the ground.
That is true. But these games, this is a 3-game forecast all about nature. And different games set in, gardens and whatnot. And we think these are fun nature-themed games. So Nicole is going to start off this 3-game forecast with...
So our first one for this forecast is Stock Exchange. Nice play on words there. Really cute game. Yep. You're planting flowers. You are collecting different types of flowers. Trying to kind of... And the flowers are moving up the track. And you're kind of trying to collect the ones that are worth the most.
But you got to be careful because at the end, when the two tracks meet, whichever flower is the most lucrative gets cut in half.
Yeah. So you
kind of got to toe that line of, you want to collect, the tulips or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And drive the price up of that, but maybe right at the end start planting another type of flower to pass the tulips.
Yeah.
So that's the one that gets cut in half.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's interesting.
It's got delightful artwork.
So good.
And the artwork's actually all paper flowers.
Yeah,
it's paper art, and that's just unbelievable.
It's not on paper, but yes.
No, it's not on paper, but someone made the art and they took pictures of the paper. And,
it's really cool.
Signs of spring, planting, flowers, which...
Very thematic.
I'm not a green thumb by any stretch of the imagination. And you aren't.
No, we don't really.
You're not either.
I kill all my plants.
But this is a fun nature one because...
But I don't kill Stock Exchange because it can't die.
Right. But this is a fun, starter, open air, maybe a little bit longer. Maybe it takes about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's fairly quick, though.
It is fairly quick.
And really light.
Turns are pretty snappy. You're just planting or swapping or whatever. And Signs of Spring, planting flowers. So, yeah, good choice for...
Super fun.
For game number 1. And game number 2, this is kind of like the big game of the evening. This is a game that we were introduced to, I think, just at the beginning of 2025 or end of 2024. And this game, you are kind of going on different journeys, different trails. You are seeing nature. This is Meadow. I love the artwork in Meadow. It's absolutely amazing. This is probably the only game that I've ever played that's actually inspired me to look at nature. You know what I mean? Because in the back of the book, it has all of the information about all of the cards. And then it's got a little checklist of little things that you can see in nature. And first day of spring or first day of first day of winter. Little envelopes in the box that if you see something or whatever, A, you can check it off in the rule book, and then B, you can open up more cards to make the game, just have more art. And, you're drafting cards. It reminds me of Splendor, but without the restrictions of Splendor. I think that's my biggest challenge with Splendor. But in Meadow, you can have 10 different things you're working on all at the same time. And, you get the bugs, and the birds eat the bugs, and you're just building up this tableau. Amazing artwork.
Yeah.
And Meadow, I love Meadow, and I want to dive into Meadow more. And I want to get out in creation so that I can open up some of these envelopes. And be honest, I could just open them all up. But I haven't. I kid you not. I have not opened up any of them. My kids are like, open up, Dad. And I'm like, nope.
Gotta wait for spring.
Gotta wait for whatever sows. First time you see a deer or whatever, which there's a lot of deer actually in our neck of the woods. So any day I might be opening up that envelope. But
yeah, we just gotta look.
We gotta look. We had one in our backyard. What was it, last year? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Actually, 2 deer. Anyways, Meadow, fantastic, fantastic game, all about getting into creation and whatnot, and going on a trek per se.
Yeah.
And then, so game number 3.
Game number 3 is a really quick card game that we have loved for a long time, and that is Ohanami.
Love that game.
You're making little gardens with numbers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's thematic, making gardens with numbers.
But the artwork, like, it's really cool. It's really chill.
You have like 3 gardens that you can work off of, kind of Racco-esque.
Yeah.
You're stacking your numbers in
ascending or descending
or descending orders.
Yeah.
Light drafting game.
Super light. Like, you can play this while talking. You can play this while eating your snack.
Mm-hmm.
You can play this while having a different conversation with somebody over there. We always take this one with us on like trips or restaurants or just like anywhere that we go. It's really easy to take
portable,
with.
120 cards.
Super good.
Like you said, like great artwork.
Yeah.
Just this like watercolor style artwork.
Yeah.
And then tough decisions of drafting, because I love drafting. You love drafting. Of like, when do you take blues past round 1 because they're the weakest card at that point?
Well, and also like, how risky are
pink?
you? Do you jump
numbers?
Do you discard cards? I don't know. I hate doing that, but
you almost can't discard cards.
Well, you sometimes can.
You can, because if you make a jump of 20 numbers, you can't put. If I go from 60 to 40, I can't put anything in between.
Yeah,
right?
The last time we played this, I had to discard a couple cards.
And I did too, because you can get yourself into a little bit of a mess. But
it's a great like end of the night game too, because it's so chill and relaxed, and you can play a couple rounds. Yeah. It takes like 15 minutes to play around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Ohanami.
Good pick. So stock exchange, planting flowers, meadow, going to see these flowers. And other things, critters. And then Ohanami, just wrapping it all up with this relaxing garden.
Zen garden.
Yeah. So those are our 3 games for a nature-themed game night. Which game would you add? Let us know in the comments below. Join the conversation. There are a lot.
We had a little bit of trouble deciding which ones.
And we're like, obviously Wingspan would be something that could easily be done, and Everdell in theory could, because that's kind of nature, and Gnome Hollow. Like, there's so many. So which game would you add to make a fun 3-game forecast game night? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, my name is Brent.
And I'm Nicole.
Grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.